Long ago, in a time when the world was still echoing with the footsteps of Jesus, a fisherman named Peter walked through the streets of Rome. He wasn't a ruler, nor a warrior, but he carried with him the strongest power of all faith. Peter, the disciple of Jesus, had been chosen, not by men, but by God. On this rock, Jesus had said, "I will build my church." And Peter, simple, bold, and full of love, became the first bishop of Rome. But in those days, being a Christian in Rome was dangerous. The empire was cruel, and faith was often met with fire and sword. Yet Peter stood firm. He preached hope, he spoke of love, and eventually, he was arrested. In the shadow of a mighty Roman circus, a great stadium where crowds once cheered for brutal games, Peter was crucified, upside down, by his own request, feeling unworthy to die like his Lord. Centuries passed, Christians grew in number, emperors rose and fell, and finally, in the year 313 AD, the Emperor Constantine did something unimaginable. He legalized Christianity. Suddenly, the church was no longer hiding in the shadows. It was stepping into the light. To honor Peter's sacrifice, Constantine built a church right above his tomb, a great basilica that stood tall for over 1,000 years. This was the first St. Peter's Basilica. But time moved on. Empires crumbled, buildings aged, and in the 1500s, a vision was born. To rebuild the basilica, greater than ever before. Artists, architects, dreamers from all corners of Europe came together. Among them was a genius named Michelangelo, who designed a breathtaking dome, one that still touches the skies of Rome today. This became the Vatican we know now, a place of beauty, history, and mystery. But what is the Vatican, really? Is it just a building? A palace of popes? No, it's much more. It's a tiny country, the smallest in the world, just 109 acres. But its influence stretches across the globe. From this small city-state, the Pope, the spiritual successor of Peter, leads over 1 billion Catholics in prayer, hope, and love. It's a place filled with wonders. The Sistine Chapel, where heaven touches paint. The Vatican Library, holding secrets of centuries. And deep beneath St. Peter's Basilica, Peter's own tomb still rests. The Vatican is not just stone and marble. It's a heartbeat, a legacy, a living memory of a man who loved Jesus so much, he gave everything for him. And today, millions walk through its gates, not to marvel at history, but to feel the echo of something holy, something eternal. So when you hear the word Vatican, remember, it began with a fisherman. It rose through the fire, and it stands now, a lighthouse of faith in a world that still needs light. Watch next. The Life of Peter, from fisherman to rock of the church. Subscribe.